Every once in a while, we do an hour on this program where I talk only to women, but it's not for the benefit of women. It's for the benefit of men. Because I think you boys, every once in a while, need to hear how women react to certain behavior. So you know that if you want to get what you need, these are things you should not do and ways you should not do them. Now, you have heard me on this program tell you boys to be an a-hole or a jerk. And I've repeated infinitely the fact that nice guys don't get laid. Talked about the nice guy phenomenon many times. Some guys just too nice. They're just too nice. And then they say, I can't figure it out. You know what? I give teddy bears. I send cards. I remember anniversaries. You know, like our 1 week anniversary of dating or whatever. And I send little notes and I leave voicemails. And I tell her I love her. And nothing works. Nothing works. It seems like she's just not that interested. The one I hear about most often when I have talked to women, because, you know, when it comes to being physically aggressive, I am very much so. I don't mean violent. I just mean I know what I want. I'm clear about what I want. And before the end of the evening, I'm going to give it my best shot to make it happen. And even if you act like you're offended by it, I know that you might just say that so I don't think you're a slut. So I'll push you a little further. And then not long after that, I'll know if I'm in. Never, ever do it when somebody absolutely has no interest. Because not only can you get yourself in trouble for that, I don't get turned on when the other person has no interest. I just don't. When I was 17, I did, but I don't now. Now, I need there to be interest on the other person's part. Some interest. Because, and here's part of the reason why. In my position, there's plenty of women who are interested. Plenty. Lots of. If a woman is not interested, it doesn't do me any good at all. I just don't feel it. But the complaint I've heard from women after they have been with me and they have found out how aggressive I am, there's apparently a subsect of men out there who say things like the following. Do you mind if I kiss you? Do you mind if I put my arm around you? Do you mind if I put my hand here? The ultimate impussification. Guys who ask permission. Women do not want to be asked permission. They either are not interested in you or they want to be taken. There's very little in between. You're a dead man if you ask for permission. You will get shot down. If you say to a woman, do you mind if I kiss you? 9 times out of 10 she'll say, do not kiss me. It's because you were not man enough to just take the kiss. Do you mind if I put my hand right here? Stop it. I know some of you women have had nightmare evenings with guys like this. Or maybe you dated them for a week or two. And they just showered you with consideration and politeness and niceness. To the extreme. To the point where you couldn't take it anymore. And I'm sure we know what results those men got, but we'd like to find out from you. I mean, did these nice guys ever actually get anywhere with you? Or were they a complete turnoff? So I'm going to talk only to women this hour. And if you've been with a guy who was such a complete gentleman, so considerate, so kind, asked you so many questions about whether this was all right, that was all right, called you too many times. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody who just bent over backwards to be polite, nice, kind, and considerate to you to the point where you were totally turned off. I want to hear about it so the guys can hear about it right now.
Tom Leykis, 1-800-5800-866.
You're the first guy to touch my nads. You reattached him.
Oh, good. I thought I'd gotten a little too drunk one night.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. All right, your experience, girls, with guys who are way too nice. I want to know what they did so the boys out there will hear what doesn't work. Sandy on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Sandy.
I care.
Thank you so much.
I went out with this dude, quite a few years back. Oh, he was gross. May I hold your hand? May I kiss you goodnight? Would you like me to get the door for you? I'm like, close the deal. What's up?
Just do it.
That's right. That didn't cut it. I said, let's just be friends here. This ain't cutting it.
Man, oh, man. Yeah, and I hope the guys are hearing this. Because I get these guys all the time who call in. I just can't figure it out.
Guys, don't be nice. It gets you nowhere.
That's right.
Be a-holes. We come back for more.
No doubt about it.
Tom, can you blow me up Kobe style?
Of course I can.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Allison on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a radio show. Little enterprise I got going here.
I got to say I agree with you completely on all you're talking about the last, 20 minutes or so.
Uh-huh.
Because I've been with guys who are doing the whole, oh, can I hold your hand? Are you sure it's okay? And I'm like, be a man. Just do it. That's all I got to say to every guy out there is be a man. The girl will respect you more.
Exactly. I mean, women want to be, they want to be taken or they don't.
That is the biggest thing, is when he just takes you and says, let's go. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, take me.
But all I got to say is I love your show, and thanks for pointing this out to all the guys out there who think it's, they got to be sweet.
All right, Allison.
All right, thanks.
Thank you so much. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Victoria on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Papi.
Oh, hello, dear.
This is Victoria, and I was just calling to tell all the guys out there that if you're going to be a nice guy, you are not going to get laid by no girl.
That's right.
Because when guys are nice, all we want is to take advantage of them and just get their money and do what we got to do. And then the guys that treat us like a-holes are the ones that get it all night long.
We keep getting more and more confirmation of this.
Exactly.
Listen, you'd like to be taken right about now. You're ready right now.
Oh, yes.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm about to go home right now and go to my a-hole boyfriend and get laid.
Yeah, he's going to pin you down and F you hard.
Yes.
And he's not going to ask for permission. He's just going to do it.
He's just going to do it. And if he ever has to take me anywhere, he doesn't even tell me. He just says, we're going to go, and that's it. And I'm like, okay.
That's right.
But if a guy calls me and he tells me, hey, come down, and can I do this, and can I do this? And I'm like, you ain't getting nothing.
Man, oh, man, oh, man.
And can you take me out Kobe style?
Here you go, Victoria.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
1-800-5800-TOM. Jordan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an ex who we were together for about a year, and every month on our month anniversary, he would send me that many roses. And I was in London and he was in Florida. Don't ask why I did the long distance thing.
Oh, boy.
And it was just overkill. There was no excitement. There was no chase the other way. It was not exciting whatsoever. I just felt like he was just trying to prove that I was taken, that kind of a thing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to get sick of him?
Like a year, but I think that was because I was abroad. So I didn't...
You're still abroad.
All the time. Exactly, yeah. I was abroad then, and I'm abroad now. Weird how that works.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, every once in a while, a chick just wants to be thrown up against a wall, as far as I'm concerned.
And, of course, you told him that he was too nice. How did you get rid of him?
It happened actually really easily. He got really into pot, and it was a turnoff for me, and so I was just like, all right, that's enough anyway. You know, I mean, flowers every once in a while are cool, but when it gets to the point where it's just painfully obvious that he's so desperate to lose you, it's obnoxious.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope the boys are listening, Jordan. I do.
Yeah. Me too. Every once in a while, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, random flowers are cool, but not like that. And and as well as a good throwing up against the wall. You know, here's some flowers, now I will throw you up against the wall, is perfect.
You've said it so many times, I'm convinced you need it right about now.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks.
Appreciate the call. I get the feeling you could walk right up to her right now and throw her against the wall. 1-800-5800-TOM. Heather on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Good. So I'm calling about the topic then.
I hope so.
Guys who are nice all the time come out as desperate.
Desperate and insecure.
Very. And it's the biggest turnoff, and you wonder what's wrong with them to where they have to be so nice to you all the time.
Exactly.
Yes. So I agree with you on this topic.
Well, thank you for that, Heather. 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Jessica on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How are you?
I'm okay, Jessica.
Good. I want to say to all the men out there that women love the challenge. If you give in too easy, we don't like it. It's not fun. It's really fun to wait for the phone to ring, and I don't know, you get like the jitters. And if you call too much or if you're giving it in too easy, it's disgusting. It repulses me.
And these guys think they're doing the right thing.
I can understand once in a while, you know, whatever, when you first start out in a relationship, like, you know, once a day, maybe the phone call, whatever, but not all the time. I mean, it's disgusting. It doesn't give you room to breathe. You feel like you're being smothered.
You're much hotter for a guy who forgets to call you once in a while.
It is, because then you're wondering why they're not calling you and what you did, you know, what's going on.
Right.
And that's what kind of makes it fun.
That's right.
You know?
That's why I tell guys, promise to call, then don't call.
And we'll be on our toes waiting by ourselves.
That's right.
Our house.
That's right. And you'll be working a little harder on the treadmill, too.
And I'm not only speaking for myself, I'm speaking for my girlfriends, too.
Oh.
Challenge is the key word.
Yeah.
It makes us throb.
No.
It's the best thing ever.
That's right.
But it sucks to say that. But it's true. It's absolutely true.
I know it's true.
But, yeah, you're right. I totally 100% agree with you.
Thank you, Jessica.
You're welcome, Tom. Have a wonderful evening.
You, too. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Ray on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm okay, Ray.
Wonderful. I just wanted to call and let everyone know that I just got out of a week-long relationship that felt like a year.
What happened?
He called me on every single break that he got at work. He complained when I didn't kiss him throughout the day, and it just was completely insane.
Really?
I only knew the guy a week, and he came over complaining that I wasn't showing him enough affection.
Oh, boy.
That's smothering.
I mean, you just wanted to get laid a few times, right?
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to that? I want to know where I can get the number from some guy who's just ready. I'm like, I'm not looking
All
for
right, my phone number is
right
area
now.
code 310. You writing this down? 310.
I'm driving. I don't have a pen.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry.
Well,
Dean will give you the number.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I don't even want to know your last name.
It would be a good.
In fact, I'm not sure I know your first name.
That's okay.
That's all right, right?
Yeah.
I will come over. I'll do you to a tender turn, and then I'll crumple up your dress and throw it away. You don't even have to worry about me coming back.
That's the fun you need. Make me miss you.
Exactly.
Make me fantasize.
We can make that happen, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a rat's ass about you. I just want what I can get out of you.
You're so sweet.
That's how I am. If you want to be treated like crap, boy, you have come to the right place.
Crap is a little extreme, but please take a step back.
Well, yeah, I don't mean like physical abuse. I just mean,
Oh yeah.
not caring,
I'm saying I agree with
being
you. Tom.
unreliable. I'm the king. Ask any woman I've ever been with. You can't count on me for anything.
I believe it, sweetie.
All right. So next time I'm in town, dear,
All right.
I'm gonna drill you hard.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, very good. What do you want to be taken out with here?
Take me out with the bomb hit.
All right, Ray. Here you go. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. This is Jessica on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, long-time listener. I think third-time caller.
Thank you, Jessica.
Here's the deal. I broke one of the rules. I'm very young, and I did have a boyfriend. But that's not what I called to talk about. Basically, we were in a long relationship, and the first 2 years were great. He was a jerk. We had sex. It was fun. But he went on this long trip to Europe, and he came back, and he was so obsessive, followed me everywhere. All of a sudden was so into everything that I was into. I mean, down to the little T, and it just got so annoying.
Oh, boy.
And I would bring it up to him, and he would say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And I said, "Don't say sorry. Tell me to shut up. I'm nagging at you. Tell me to shut up." And he wouldn't do it. And it was just like, oh, I got so sick of it. That's not attractive at all. It makes them look like they're babies, and they're not men.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't like that. We like men.
That's right.
Like the woman said before, we want to be thrown around. We don't want to be baby, pampered, all that. That's
Right. And we don't take crap.
No.
You know what really pisses me off about women? Can I tell you something that really pisses me off when I'm on a date? Okay?
Go ahead.
Have you ever been to Jerry's Deli?
Yes, actually, I have in Woodland Hills.
Woodland Hills, Studio City. There's one in Marina Del Rey. They're around town, okay?
Yes.
Jerry's Deli has the biggest menu of any restaurant I've ever been to. The menu is physically so long and so it's so tall that it folds over. Like it falls over?
Yes.
Because it's got so many choices. I hate taking women there because...
Oh, they'll take forever.
Right. So what I do is I say, you know what? You like pastrami.
See, that's sexy.
And I order.
You're going to get it, and you're going to eat it, and you're going to like it.
That's it. I'm not sitting here waiting for you all night to order. You're going to have this.
I'll tell you what, if a guy ever did that on a date with me, a sure thing, he's getting laid that night.
That's what I'm saying.
You see?
This is what guys don't understand. Honey, what would you like?
No.
Take your time, honey. I'll tell the waitress we need another 5 or 10 minutes. You take all the time you need. No.
Forget it.
No. All right? You're having a pickle, and you're gonna have some bagel chips. That's all you're getting.
And then we're gonna go home, and we're gonna do it, and you're gonna like it.
I'm gonna nail you hard.
Yeah.
And you're gonna like it.
See, men, although they already do, they need to listen to you. Seriously, the men that don't really need to, I recommend you to everyone because it's the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
I keep trying to tell this to guys, and they're all like, well, you know. And they sound like that. They sound like girls. Well, you know, I believe in holding a door open for women.
Excuses. You know what excuses are. God.
I know.
They're for the weak ones.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call. Karen on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. Love your show.
Thank you.
And same as what these women are saying. Don't be so nice. Like, you know, I've got this guy who shows up all 3 first dates with him, just like bringing me flowers, sending me these emails about, you know, oh, the scent of your perfume, la da da da.
Oh, no.
on, dude.
No.
Where have you been hanging out at?
Oh, my God.
We want to be swept away, and like if you're gonna hold the door or whatever the hell you're gonna do or order something, just do it. Don't ask.
That's right.
You know, it's exactly what you're saying. They all need to listen to you.
Oh, God.
They'll get a lot more sex.
Well, that's exactly right. And I have found, by the way, I don't know if you know about this, but, I have over the years dated mostly women of color, lots of Latin chicks. Latin chicks are especially this way, to the 10th power. That's how they are. They want a man to take them.
Yeah.
They do not want to be asked for permission.
Just do it.
Ugh.
But
I'm glad guys not following my advice because there's more for me.
That's true. That's true. Your odds are improving all the time.
I'm telling you, it's made business for me a lot better over the years. All you pussies out there ask permission. Just keep doing that. All of you say, do you mind if I kiss you? Shut up.
What is that? What is that?
It's guys who are raised by in two career households or by single mothers who say women want a man who respects them. A man who's not afraid to cry.
Yeah, well, we're not going to respect them until they just grab it and take it.
But that's the thing. These women do not see the connection. They say this thing to their sons, and then you get all these pussy-whipped mama's boys out there.
Well, and that's why those moms are still single.
Well, and then they keep complaining there are no real men out there. That's because all the other women like them did the same thing.
Well, they need to listen to your show, too.
Oh, I know. I'll beat that sensitivity right out of those boys.
Do it soon. Send some to Seattle.
I'm working on it, Karen.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
Where do women spend most of their time?
In my wallet.
How about in front of the mirror?
Well, that might be the second place they spend most of their time.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Ah, yes, from Los Angeles. It's the Tom Leykis Show, reminding you that the world premiere of Boys Night Out will be a sellout. Tickets are going remarkably quickly, considering no one's seen this show yet. It's amazing. Bobby Slayton and I are presenting Boys Night Out as the producers of this show. I will be your MC. Bobby's our headliner. And it's a night for male bonding. It's leave the girlfriend and wife at home night, okay? There'll be plenty of male stimulation at this show. Plus, I'm going to say things there I could never get away with on the air. And Bobby Slayton, the pit bull of comedy, I'll tell you what, he will knock you out. Tonight for guys only. And it's time to bring your dad, your son, your buddies from the office, your friends, everybody. Bring the whole dorm room. That's fine. Just don't bring chicks. Okay? Tickets available at Ticketmaster, 213-480-3232. It's 213-480-3232. The world premiere of Boys Night Out, Friday, June 17th at 8 p.m. at the Wiltern Theater in Los Angeles. You can also go to Ticketmaster.com. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. We're talking about all the guys who are so nice, they are a complete turnoff. And some of the things they do that turn women on. Bonnie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Tom.
Yeah.
First-time listener from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I'm usually a listener of 960 during the day because I have political concerns. So this is the first time I've listened in the evening, and I'm quite shocked at your content.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. I guess we're doing it right.
Well, if that's what you're after, I'm kind of appalled at the fact that these women are calling in and actually agreeing with you and telling men to basically mistreat them.
Well, when you say mistreat, we're not saying to physically harm anybody.
Oh, well, the one wanted to be thrown up against the wall a few times, so that's good. If a guy threw me up against the wall, I think maybe I might be a little taken back. I mean, there's one thing of being a little aggressive in the heat of the moment. Being thrown up against the wall might be a little...
Again, no one is saying to physically harm anybody. Not me and not the callers.
Okay, Okay, well, that's a good thing. But, I mean...
But, I mean, you would think that's obvious, and to most intelligent people out there it is.
Well, it just doesn't sound like the people calling in agree with that would be obvious. It sounds like that they actually would condone that.
I don't hear anybody here saying, I want to be in pain, I want somebody to hurt me.
Okay, we don't even need to go there because you're right. Maybe that's not the premise. But the premise of someone...
You can throw somebody against the wall without hurting them.
Okay, and like I said, we can move on to the fact of, if you're saying maybe it's bad for a guy to be too nice, I don't know what too
bad
nice
for a guy to be nice at all.
You think that's a bad thing?
Yes. Yes, if he wants to get laid, being nice is not the way to get it done.
Okay, well, probably with your type of women, you're probably right.
Oh, yeah, the type of women who put out.
No, the type of women who don't respect themselves.
Well, again, we don't really care if they respect themselves. That's their problem.
Right, because you don't respect them. So why should you care if they respect themselves?
I don't respect anybody before they earn my respect, of course.
Earn your respect? How are they going to earn your respect when you're not giving them enough respect to say, you're saying, well, calling someone every day is annoying and
right. And you hear the women calling up and agreeing with me on this.
Well, that's why I had to get on my telephone and say, you know what?
But again, dear, you have passed your expiration date. You're not in the same demographic of women that we find attractive. So, of course, you're appalled by this.
You've never seen me.
Dear, at your age, it really doesn't matter. You're a 1987 BMW, okay? You probably were really hot in your day.
You're wrong.
But by now, time has passed.
I'm a 2005 Bentley.
Time has passed you by, darling. You're 38 years old. That's way past your prime.
You know what? That's when you start to know yourself and know you need to be respected as a woman. And then you
that's because you don't have the looks anymore to get away with what you got away with when you were 20.
You have no idea what I look like.
Dear, you're 38. That's all I need to know.
38-year-olds can look very hot.
Dear, but you know what? The hot ones don't live in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Okay, Salma Hayek is very hot, but I must say that Darwinism is alive and well because hot chicks who live in places like Harrisburg or in Des Moines, Iowa, they move to L.A., New York, Boston, Dallas, Chicago.
So the rest of the rat race. That's what you call.
They go to where the rich men are, and that's who they end up marrying.
I'm a rich woman. I don't need a rich man.
Well, again, and really attractive women don't have to go out there and earn their own money.
That is absurd. That's the most unbelievable thing. Really attractive women and very intelligent women want to earn their own money.
But again, really attractive women are rarely well-educated women. That's the way it works.
Oh,
that's one way to tell.
I have a million friends that are absolutely stunningly beautiful.
Dear, there are not a million. There are not a million women in Harrisburg, and of those who are there's not a million stunningly beautiful women.
Might be an exaggeration, but you're very wrong about that.
Well, my mom is from Pennsylvania, and I grew up on the East Coast, and I've been to Harrisburg, and I'm telling you, I did not see a million stunningly beautiful women, much less a million people who all know you.
Well, all I know is the people that know you and are listening to you right now are being misled.
Being misled? How?
Because you're telling them something that is misinformation.
I've had countless young women in the demographic that we men care about who've been calling in and confirming everything I've said.
Confirming it with people that don't know themselves, people that are...
We don't care whether they know themselves or not. You see, we care about the bottom line. As men, we care about getting the job done, D-U-N, done. And we want to get laid. If the woman whose vagina I'm accessing it doesn't respect herself or doesn't know herself, that's her problem. When she gets to know herself, I'll already have gotten what I want and moved on to the next victim.
Well, then whoever's with you deserves what they get.
But again, whoever's with me, they're not. Most of them are not with me for any more than a few weeks or a few months anyway.
Well, if the men that are listening right now, take your advice. They're going to be sadly rejected.
No, they're not. They're going to get laid. They're going to get laid.
Well,
that's what they're going to get.
Well, okay, so in other words, your market is empty-minded, simple women that say basically, you know what, mistreat me, and that's what I like.
Have you heard the callers we've gotten this hour?
Where are they going to be when they're 38?
You know what? By the time they're 38, we will have had them 10 years ago, at least.
See, that's what I mean.
They will be somebody else's problem.
I hope the women...
Some other man will pluck them out of the recycle bin, and then they'll be happy to get what they got, a used car. Huh?
They don't want to be in a recycle bin. No, nobody wants to be in a recycle bin.
They're going to be in the recycle bin. Absolutely. All right, let's talk to some of these women. Hang on there, Bonnie. Now, Belle, what did you want to say here to Bonnie?
Oh, I just thought she was absolutely absurd. She has to be some old, wrinkly woman who just doesn't think that men are trying to get what they need, and all they really want is a good time and someone to give them a free...
So she must be a prostitute.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Close to
I just know that guys like to be with beautiful women, and they don't want someone wasting their time when all we really want is to have a good time and get laid.
So you want to be part of that. That's good for you, huh?
Oh,
well,
yeah, actually,
and move on to the next
my
one.
man come inside and rip my clothes off and throw me on the bed and just have his way with me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to get you far in life.
Oh, it's got me pretty far in life, and now I've got a really great guy that, you know, I'm the kinkiest bitch you know.
You successful business venture, or hear Belle talking about us having our way with her?
You'd rather hear Belle talking about what she's talking about.
That's
Guess
right.
what?
And so would the vast majority of men listening to this program.
Pay the bills. It's not going to send you any kind of legacy.
See, that's it. See, for you, having sex is a matter of figuring out how to get the bills paid. Whereas for us, getting laid is ejaculation very important to us.
Well, I know that.
Most women these days just take advantage of men and use their money, and when they're done and their money's all dried up, they're hightailing out of it. They don't take care of their men. They don't treat them right. They don't cook them food. They don't make sure however they need it. They just don't treat them right. And men need to be treated right, and they need to make sure they got a freaky bitch to take care of them.
Why are you so concerned about them? What about you? Who takes care of you? What about your self-esteem? Do you have any of that?
Well, my self-esteem is out the hook.
You sell that out a long time ago.
I know my man ain't going to leave me because I'm the freakiest chick he knows.
Yeah, well, he might find one freakier one day, and you'll be in this stuff.
No, baby, he won't, because anything he wants, I'm down with
Guess what? If he follows his pecker like that with someone like you, he will find something else. I guarantee
it. No,
he
doesn't, because
he has to be about more than that.
I just want to know if he's going to do it so I can... I don't care if he brings some hoe home. More power to you, baby. I want to watch at the very least.
Oh, my gosh, I've never heard such a thing. It's amazing.
See?
I didn't think there were people like you on the planet. I didn't think there were people like you on the
planet. You're probably just too old.
Honey, you don't even have a clue how...
I'm sure I do, baby doll.
Oh, well, I'm not old and wrinkly. I got news for you. I work out 4 times a week. I have a great body.
Well, I don't work out at all.
Incredibly good looking.
My old man give me cardio, work out my heart, keep my legs pumping,
That's good. I think that's great. If you guys love and respect each other, more power to you.
Absolutely.
But
do what you got to do. I'll do what I do. And if I find some chick, I'll bring her home. You can, too.
It's not about respect. What you're teaching and what you're talking about. No, it isn't. There's not an ounce of respect in it. It's all about physical, animalistic bullshit. What it is. It's animalistic basicness.
Animalistic. That's what they're there for.
Caveman kind of attitude is where you are.
Burly man to just be the man, okay? I don't want to have to pull his pants up and button them for him. Be the man. I'm the woman. I can take care of the kitchen stuff.
I don't know. Tom, you know what? This isn't my kind of conversation.
Wait a minute. Hang on. We got another person for you. Stephanie, what did you want to say to Bonnie here?
Bonnie, what is wrong with you? You need to just shut up. Seriously? Okay.
Well, that's a clever thought there. You need to shut up.
Okay,
why don't we pull out another one?
Okay, you need to just stop. All right. Hold on. Now, I completely agree with Tom because I was just telling my boyfriend just like not too long ago how I was remembering all of these stories like of my own past of like by 16 I was turning around guys like who were, so nice. And yeah, I dumped them pretty quickly. And it's just you just know these things. By the time you're that age, you just know these things. I don't understand where you're coming from.
You're 16, but what do you do? Where are you women going to be once you're not 16 anymore? You're going to be used up by these guys. They don't treat women nicely.
We are not getting dumped by these guys. That's the thing. It's like you're thinking too much of like relationship. That's not the point of this entire conversation. What Tom is trying to do is like tell guys how to get laid. This is what he always says. If you were listening, of course, you said you were a first-time listener, so you wouldn't know that. But that's the whole point of this whole show. It's not trying to, it's not about that. You need to understand that first before you start talking. Before you call up and bring up all these ideas.
If it is just about getting laid, and actually I think, what would be more accurate to say is that not every woman ticks the same, and there's probably a lot of women on the planet that really like guys treating them nicely. Too nicely or overly attentive or smothering. No, that's not even normal.
All right. Bonnie, Stephanie, thank you for the call. Send us an email. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com.